It is late. The world around you has grown quiet. But inside your mind, the noise is only getting louder. You lie in bed, wanting only to sleep, but instead you find yourself trapped in a heavy cycle of overthinking. Old memories, old choices, old regrets. In these dark hours, as the thoughts spin out of control, a quiet ache rises. Notice how it feels. Not anger, not fear, but the feeling that you abandoned yourself somewhere along the way. You look back on the choice you made, or didn't make, the boundary you didn't set, the truth you didn't know how to speak. And in the silence of the night, a harsh voice emerges from that tension. You should have known better. You should have protected yourself. You should have been stronger. You call it overthinking, but often it is unresolved regret looking for a different ending. The thoughts keep circling, again and again and again, as though punishing yourself might somehow change what happened. But the truth is simple. You cannot judge a younger self from the wisdom you gained only later. Tonight, we are not here to fight these thoughts. We are not here to force forgiveness. We are simply here to see yourself more clearly. We begin the gentle practice of softening toward the one you used to be. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breath slow. Let go of the heavy thoughts and just breathe. The Buddha taught that compassion is the path that leads us back to the parts of ourselves we abandoned in our struggle to survive. Compassion does not say, "I did nothing wrong." Compassion says, "I see my pain clearly. I will no longer punish myself for what I couldn't understand then." Self-forgiveness is not erasing the past. It is returning to the younger self who stood alone with no protection and no guidance. That younger you was not wrong. They were surviving in the only way they knew. Ask softly, how old was I when this regret began? What safety was I trying to protect? Whose approval felt necessary at the time? What connection was I afraid to lose? Often, your past self blamed themselves because it felt safer than admitting someone else hurt you. Safer than risking anger, distance, or abandonment. Sometimes you took the blame to protect the relationship. Sometimes you shrank to keep the peace. Sometimes you stayed silent because speaking the truth felt dangerous. Self-blame wasn't a flaw. It was the strategy your younger self used to stay connected, to stay loved, to stay safe. The person you were back then was not weak. They were carrying a life that was too heavy for the size of their heart. You do not need to correct the past. You do not need to erase it. You only need to let the younger you come closer without punishment. Say gently, "I see you. You were overwhelmed. You survived the only way you could. You deserved protection, not blame." Allowing means you stop rejecting the part of you that endured everything alone. It means you become the person you needed back then. Self-forgiveness is reclaiming the self you abandoned to survive. Tonight, place your hand on your heart. Imagine the younger you standing in front of you, the one who made the choices you regret today. The one who tried so hard with so little support. See their fear, their confusion, their exhaustion, their hope. Say softly, "You were not wrong. You were afraid. You were trying to stay safe. You deserved support, not silence." Then tell them, "I will not punish you anymore for how you survived." Ask gently, "What did you need that no one gave you?" Let answers rise. Safety, understanding, reassurance, permission to be imperfect, a place to rest, someone to stay with me. Place your hand more gently over your heart and say, "You don't have to be alone anymore. I choose to stay with you now." This is how self-forgiveness grows, not by rewriting the past, but by embracing the one who lived through it.
The Buddha taught, if you hold yourself with kindness, the heart stops punishing itself. He did not promise that pain would disappear quickly. He taught that compassion releases you from carrying the weight of the past twice, once when it happened, and again in memory. Compassion does not deny what happened. It simply reminds you that you no longer have to live inside that moment. And he also taught, when the heart is held gently, harshness fades. When the heart is held gently, it stops punishing itself for the things it did to survive. Compassion is the bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. The very fact that you feel regret today is proof that you have grown wiser than the person you used to be. Do not use your current wisdom to wound your past self. Instead, use it to hold them with love.
You do not need to carry the weight of the past as punishment. Your regret is not a sign of failure, but the reflection of your grown wisdom. You are not the mistakes you made from fear. You are the person who survived them. Tonight, you return to the self you once left behind, not to judge them, but to bring them home. You are learning to choose yourself the way no one ever chose you. Thank you for being here with me. May your heart soften toward every version of you, and may that softness become the beginning of your freedom. If this session helped you breathe a little easier, please subscribe. Let's continue this deeper journey together.